It's 3 o'clock in the morning and you're wide awake in bed. You check your phone on mute and the clock glare hits your face. 3:14 a.m. Panic starts setting into your brain as you calculate, if I fall asleep now, I'll only get 4 hours of sleep. We were taught that the golden rule of health is sleeping 8 uninterrupted hours. But what if I told you that this 8-hour rule is actually a recent invention? For our ancestors, sleeping 8 hours straight through the night would seem completely bizarre. For almost all of human history, sleep wasn't a single continuous block of rest. People woke up in the middle of the night for an hour or two, and that was completely normal. Nobody panicked, and nobody thought they had insomnia. This break in the middle of the night was simply known as the sleep interval. Our brain's biology was shaped to function in 2 distinct stages. It's called biphasic sleep, the true pattern of our species. So what destroyed the way humanity slept for thousands of years? If you look at old diaries and books from the 14th century, you'll find something fascinating. Medieval records frequently mention the first sleep and the second sleep. When the sun went down around 9 at night, people went to bed. They slept for about 4 hours during their first phase of rest. Around midnight, the body naturally woke up from a light trance. This period of nighttime wakefulness lasted for 1 to 2 hours. People used this time to pray, read, write, or talk with family. Some people even visited neighbors to chat in the dark. Doctors at the time claimed this interval was the best moment to take medication. Modern science explains why. The body released high levels of prolactin, the relaxation hormone. It was a unique state of consciousness, extremely calm, lucid, and creative. After this interval came the second sleep, which lasted until dawn. People woke up refreshed and ready for heavy fieldwork. This pattern didn't just exist in medieval Europe. It was practiced worldwide. Isolated tribes studied in the 20th century show the exact same sleep routine. But if this was so natural and healthy, why did we stop doing it? The short answer: the Industrial Revolution and artificial light. To understand human sleep, we have to go back thousands of years to the savannah. The night was the most dangerous time in our ancestors' lives. If everyone in the tribe passed out for 8 straight hours, they'd become dinner. This is where the brilliant Sentinel Hypothesis of human evolution comes in. People of different ages have completely opposite biological clocks. Older tribe members tend to wake up super early or go to bed very late. Meanwhile, teenagers and young adults have biologically delayed rhythms. Research shows that in a group of 30 people, everyone rarely sleeps at the same time. During a 9-hour night, the entire group was vulnerable for only a few minutes. Waking up in the middle of the night was a natural, instinctive guard shift. That's why night owls and morning larks exist today. It's not laziness or a lack of discipline. It's your ancestors' sentinel genetics. Furthermore, nobody slept alone in an isolated, quiet room. Constant physical contact provided biological safety and regulated heart rates. In prehistoric times, being alone in the dark meant imminent danger or abandonment. But at the end of the 18th century, the human world changed forever. Gaslighting began filling the streets of major European cities, and shortly after came Thomas Edison's electric light bulb. Artificial light tricked the human brain into thinking it was still daytime. People started going to bed later and later. At the same time, the factory system demanded rigid, standardized schedules. There was no longer room to wake up in the middle of the night and lounge for 2 hours. Industrial society compressed human sleep into a single 8-hour block. The alarm clock became the new master of human routine. In less than a century, the memory of biphasic sleep was completely erased from culture. Waking up at 3 in the morning was categorized as a medical disorder, insomnia. We started taking pills to fight a behavior that was perfectly natural. To make matters worse, we added blue screens that destroy our melatonin production. The biggest problem with modern insomnia isn't the fact that you wake up at night. It's the anxiety and panic caused by thinking you should be sleeping. When you stress about being awake, your body floods your bloodstream with cortisol. Cortisol triggers the body's alert mode, making it impossible to fall back asleep. Our ancestors didn't have this stress because they knew their bodies would sleep again. If you wake up at 3 in the morning, the worst mistake is grabbing your phone or fighting sleep. Accepting the awakening as a natural pause is the first step toward real relaxation. We live in a modern world, but our bodies still run on ancient software. Demanding a perfect 8 hours of sleep from your brain ignores 300,000 years of evolution. Not everyone was made to sleep the same way at the same time. If your mind wakes up in the middle of the night, don't fight it. Remember, that's just your ancestral biology saying hello. Enjoy the quiet of the night to relax your mind and wait for the second sleep to come. We conquered the darkness of night with technology and electricity. But in the process, we forgot how to listen to the natural rhythms of our own bodies. Sleeping well isn't about following a rigid clock rule. It's about making peace with your nature. Next time you wake up in the middle of the night, don't panic, you're only human.